What's up, YouTube? Alright, I'm just doing a little bit of stream coverage from Saturday. So this was a battle I had, I can't remember when I had it, but it was sometime during this first few hours of the stream. Now, firstly, before I start this battle, I've got a question. I'm going to start these little question things for you. What Pokemon should I make in my next team? I want your opinions or sets, anything like that. Leave a comment in the comment section. Just a question of the day for everyone. So if you want me to use a particular Pokemon or you've got a cool idea, please leave that in the comment section. I will go through and read them because I always are looking for inspiration on new Pokemon and sets and that sort of thing. Anyway, let's get to this battle. So the pokes this guy used were absolutely really amazing and some real gutsy Pokemon to use as well. So I have to look at Dunsparce and Illumis there. I've not seen them in so long, and really cool pokes. Probably my two favourite there. This team we've got Tyranitar, Electabuzz too. Some cool pokes there. So let's get the battle started. This was quite a long battle, and it had a little bit of stall on it, but it was a pretty interesting battle just purely because of the Pokemon that we used and stuff. Anyway, so as usual, I'm starting with Puss, and this is obviously going to be a prankster user, so I'm just going to fake out in case it's got Focus Sash or anything like that. But it turns out I had lefties, so whatever. So that's I guess that's cool. It may have like sub or something like that. I wasn't too sure, but anyway, I'm going to get Thunder Wave there, as I mentioned, due to the prankster ability. So let's go for Taunt anyway, because I think this. I don't think this thing's got a lot of offense presence at all. So if I Taunt that, I'm pretty certain I could get a switch there, which was sort of along the lines of what I was thinking there. Now into Electabuzz, the first thing I thought was Brick Break, Crush Chop, Power Up Punch, those sort of moves. I had Focus Sash. I wasn't too worried. I could at least get one hit off on it. That return does pretty well, actually. I wasn't too sure if it was Everlight or not, but I just took the hit there anyway, and that's going to take my lead out. But I was fine with that. That was decent. So anyway, into Seeking. Now, I've been tricking people with this set so much with Lightning Rod, because a lot of people really don't see Seeking and know that it's got Lightning Rod. So it's been really great. Like, I've had loads of Wi-Fi battles with it already, and the amount of times people have used electric moves on it is really, it's just uncanny how many times it happens. So I get static there. I was trying to get up a Seeking sort of sweep happening, but at least I got rid of that. I was sort of happy with that. Now out comes Dunsparce. Now I knew this was going to be like a troll straight away from the start. So we got the headbutt there, and that's got the flinch with the Serene Grace. I'm not really going to enjoy another headbutt there. I could get flinched again, even critted, so I'm just going to go into Sniff and try and get a Toxic off on this thing, because it's a major little troll. Look at those wings, damn. Okay, it's going to go for Glare here. Look at those eyes. So I'm not too worried about that because I'm running Aromatherapy on this, and I can sort of heal myself quite easily. As long as I get a Toxic off on this thing, I'll be right. I can quite easily be able to stall it out, even though I'm more of a specially defensive wall. It's not really doing a hell of a lot of damage to me anyway. It's more of just an annoying troll Pokemon to hacks the absolute living hell out of you. Anyway, so in comes Sigilyph. Now there's nothing that I can do to this thing. I know that it will be a Flame Orb set and probably the stored power, cosmic power boosting set, and it's really strong if you let it get set up. So I have to really get the hell out of there straight away and try and do some heavy damage to it before it can set all those cosmic powers up, as I'm going to be screwed pretty much. My best bet here was my Flareon, because I knew that they would go for another cosmic power. I'm scuffed, so if I can get past this thing, it'll be decent, because I'd be doing a lot of damage to those other pokes. So he gets two cosmic powers up, and I know that I'm definitely not going to be able to one-shot this, even with all Flareon's awesome attack. I was hoping just to get around half, and I get a very lucky crit there. So that happens, and I know that sucks, and it's happened to me before on tanks. I actually one time I set up 2 cotton guards and I got critted in one shot, and it was it's sort of what happens. But I definitely would have not one shot at that for sure. So I just go for Flare Blitz again on Dunsparce, do loads of damage. Dunsparce has got surprisingly loads of health. It's definitely in the 400s. Then again, a lot of normal pokes have got really good health. So I get glared, which is unfortunate. So I'm going to swap him out because there's no point me staying in there, and I might be able to get Aromatherapy off, and Jolteon, Flareon will be viable for one more Flare Bits or something like that. Dunsparce looks like it's carrying Rock Slide for the flinch as well, so this is like a headbutt flinch set. It's just cruel if you get Parahaxed, and oh my god, imagine if it was your last Pokemon, you'd just be getting hacked all the time. So one more turn and Dunsparce will go down. I can just I can just stay in here and use Aromatherapy. It doesn't really matter. I was just going to stall out the last hit so Dunsparce can go down. So what I was next thinking was, I was thinking I'm just going to go for Aromatherapy and heal up my Parahax on both of my pokes, so I can get a double kill there. So in comes Tyrantrum. I know that I'm not really going to handle physical hits from this thing, the greatest in the world. But I do still have I do still have my Tangela. That's sort of how I was planning to deal with this. Anyways, I just get off the Aromatherapy just to cure us of the paralysis anyway, because that's always not fun having that. Now I thought, well, it may go for straight for attack or go for another Dragon Dance. Fortunately, it goes for another Dragon Dance because I know that I'm going to take heavy damage for it. Probably, then again, it was probably a wise idea to go for another Dragon Dance anyway, because I know that I probably wouldn't be one-shotted just due to my overall bulk and health. So I get the Toxic off, which was good. I know I can get a Protect off to start the Toxic damage cycle, and maybe forcing a switch and getting rid of those Dragon Dances. That would be very helpful. Because I know even with like +2 attacks going to be hitting quite high, and it has Ice Fang as well, so that's maybe he was expecting me there to go into Tangela, which would have been really bad. So that would have been super effective, and even with Everlight I would not have taken that. Really fantastic. So I'd take that really horribly, which I knew I already would. I get the Wish off at least, and that's what I wanted to get off, because I know I can get another Protect off and keep increasing that toxic damage. I was happy to sort of sacrifice it right here just to get the toxic damage. I knew I could bring in Tangela anyway and finish the job off pretty much. So he knows I'm going to go for a Protect this turn, so he may as well get another Dragon Dance off. What the hell? Giving him +3 attack or +3 in both attack and speed. So I knew this thing was a really massive threat now. Now my options here were to go for another Protect, risk it all, or get one-shotted pretty much. I went for another Protect here, so I thought, oh bugger, I'm going to die anyway, so I might as well just go. It fails, and he misses with Ice Fang. Like, oh my goodness. That was 2 lucky breaks I've had in this battle, the Sigilyph crit and that. Probably, that would have definitely changed the game there a lot. So I was very fortunate that it does have an accuracy of 95. The chance of missing that just sucks, really. That really does suck, I have to admit. I can just Protect off. There's not a lot of point him swapping out because he's poison. He'll lose all his boosts, so and he might swap into a Toxic, anything like that. So that was out of the way at least. That was a really big threat. So I know Illumis comes in, so I know that it really can't do a lot. It might just be able to throw off a Thunder Wave or anything like that. I was sort of expecting that, so I went to Seeking to try and get the Lightning Rod again, but that didn't work. And I get swaggered, so my attack gets boosted. I just go for Waterfall because that's going to be my main stab attack, and I know anything that's swapping into that is going to get hurt. Now Illumis has Wish, which is pretty interesting, so it's going to sort of. I don't think it would survive my Waterfall anyway, but I hit myself in Confusion, so it doesn't really matter, and that does quite a lot of damage to me. So one more Swagger, hitting myself in Confusion will definitely finish my Seeking off. I could have swapped, but I thought, fuck it, let's just go for it. I I want to get some more usage out of my Seeking. It's fun to use. So I do hit it with the Waterfall eventually, and that takes it out because it's got Life Orb and Stab and all that cool stuff. And it just has horrible defenses and that sort of thing. Okay, so his last Pokemon is Liepard. Now, this thing was a real pain in the ass. So it's going to go for Pursuit here. That's going to, finish me off. That's Seeking out of the way. But I was really impressed with Seeking's performance in that battle. Did cool. So into Flareon. Now, since I've cured of my paralysis, I can go for I go for a different move. Now, I actually carry Rock Smash on the set. You probably will laugh at that, but it's actually quite interesting if they can swap into it with a normal type and you get a defense drop, then you can hit them with another Rock Smash. It's actually not too bad, and it doesn't lose any. You don't lose any recoil either. I get a crit there. It would have been a 2-hit KO anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I get a defense drop, which is interesting. Didn't really matter either, but sort of just showing my point. Anyway, so I'm Swaggered and Parahaxed, and there's no way that, there's a very small chance that I'm actually going to be able to attack. I get past Confusion straight away, but I get Parahaxed, which sucks. Liepard just can use Pursuit, and I live there just... so I had another chance to finish this thing off, and I'm not going to get past that and get Pursuited again. So that's Flareon out the way. But Flareon are pretty cool, that battle. Now, I know that I can definitely stall this out with my Tangela. There's no way that it'll be able to 1v1 this thing. Even if it boosts my attack like to the max, I just won't take very much damage from it at all. And I really only need 1 Giga Drain or Leech Seed or anything to finish it off, really. And this thing has no like viable form of recovery either, so it's just a real troll stat with Swagger and Thunderwave. It's very useful though, and yeah, you can use the opponent's attack against them with Swagger. It's good, and with the Prankster ability too. So I luckily just get the Giga Drain off there, and that is pretty much game. So that was an interesting game. Thank you, Dylan, for the battle, and thanks for using such unique Pokemon. It was very much enjoyable. I hope you guys enjoyed this. As I said once again at the start of the video, if you got any cool Pokemon you want me to use, leave a comment in the comment section, because that's where you'll leave comments. And thanks for taking the time to watching my videos. Peace out.